Hey, welcome back. If you watch my channel, thank you, and well, bless you. But you've seen this in a couple different shorts and a video I did with the red Celica GTS. This is a 1989 Toyota Camry built in Georgetown, Kentucky, the first year US built. It's a second gen Camry, and they started building them there in 1989. The cool thing about this car was it's all original. And I wanted to make sure mechanically it was fine. I needed to replace some struts on it. I needed to do a couple wire repairs because it had a little critter living in it. And I'm addressing something today that you'll see in a separate video because that's going to be nice and long, and I really don't know if you want to see that whole video, but if you do, I'm going to have that as well. Okay, but this car, I was working on that trunk for about 2 hours getting it ready. This is a rust-free car. There's only two areas that have some corrosion. One is the battery box, and it's not the structure, but it's the little metal box above it. That's getting redone. When I take it to the body shop to get a paint correction, get those front bumpers painted, that front valence painted, and the trunk done. And if you saw that other video, this had water in the trunk at some point. So I removed all of the sound deadening material. Now I still have to vacuum this out and wipe this down with degreaser and clean all that up. I want to get this as clean as can be, and anything I do like this saves me money because it saves them time, and of course time is money. I removed the rear body plug. I'm going to remove all these other body plugs out. I'm going to soak them, clean them up, get them nice looking. When I get this back, it's going to have all the white paint as it should, and it's going to have brand new sound deadening material. He has the sound deadening material, and so he'll do it right to the pattern on there. I'm very lucky. I have a really good shop that will do jobs like this, where other places will just say, no, we don't want to be bothered. So this car is, as I was sitting here questioning my sanity, decided to give it a name. Also, I got to get that little piece of trim cleaned up. This is a 1989 Camry, as I said. It is a boxy car. And this car was one of those vehicles that was really, you were seeing the baby boomer generation going towards a nice family car. They were having families, of course, at that time. And this boxy sedan was a very popular vehicle. They were adopters of imports, and later they got their parents and other people to kind of get into Toyotas and Hondas especially. And this is a 5-speed transmission. So this is a boxy little car. It's got its passive restraints. It's got its, there's no other way to say it, Bordello burgundy interior, but it's a beautiful interior on this car. It's got its little buzzer going on there. Like I said, 5-speed, very clean, very honest car, 79,000 miles on it, fully gone through mechanically. It is very ready to go. I enjoy driving this car. The second gear is a lot longer, and it's easier to drive this car around through neighborhoods, especially in Pittsburgh. A lot of stop, no traffic on hills in second gear, a little bit less shifting. I kind of like it better than the Celicas in that regard. But I gave this car a name, not the car, but the project, because I want to make this car as perfect as possible. This is Project Boomer Box, so built for the boomers, boxy. And I don't know, I swear that this car would just want to call me up and lecture me about my life choices. Sorry, I'm feeling a little snarky this week, but this car is just such a cool little survivor car. And there's no rust on the quarters, the dog legs, any of that stuff. Under the hood is really clean. I said, and it's going to be a showstopper. I want to put this in AACA shows, Antique Automobile Club of America. My 1993 Celica GT is now a 2-time show winner. My 1990 Celica GTS is going to make its first attempt at Hershey, and I'll see how it does. Same thing here. I think an honest car like this, there's no excuses. It's when you do something, you do it right, and everything is as original as can be. Those are the kind of cars that do really well there. And whether or not you spend $100,000 restoring a 50s car, or you spend a fraction of that buying a car like this and then putting a decent amount of sweat equity and a little bit of expertise where you don't have it, like I'm not a body man, and you get it right. And if you have the right people around you who understand your vision and know the standards of what you're doing, you're gonna get a good product. I cannot wait to show you my red Celica. It's up there being, it was a 9 out of 10. I want to get it to 10 out of 10, and that's what they're doing right now. I'm going to get this is about an 8 out of 10 right now. I'm going to get it to 10 out of 10. And it's not that difficult to take something. If you're going to do it, you want to do it right. So this little boomer box here is going to, it's going to be there, and it's a fun car. People see it and they're like, oh, it's an old Camry, that's interesting. They see it's a 5-speed and their eyes bug out. That's what's cool about it. That's something that's not really a common car anyway, and then it's even more uncommon. It's burgundy interior. Wait, they used to do red interiors? Yep, they used to do blue interiors or gray interiors on Camrys. A lot of cars did that. You could get tan interiors, all kind of fun stuff. So I like the survivor aspect of it. I like correcting the things that have not survived as well. And I love taking cars out that are drivable. This car will be a driver. That's what's fun about these cars. When I get these cars sorted, I drove my red Celica to Detroit for the Radwood show, 600-mile round trip. And, you know, it's rewarding when you drive an older car. And it's fun. So join me on here. There'll be another video of me going through and doing that, but really you just saw the end product on there, or almost the end product, because I've got another 30 minutes of scrubbing in there to do, and it's done. And I'll be ready when they're ready to take this up to the body shop and get that trunk and that battery box and these bumpers and that front valence addressed, and she'll be pretty good. If I really go crazy, I might take the interior out this fall when my new garage is built, and detail the passenger compartment. I might do that. I'm not sure. But I don't have to, but I might do that. So stay tuned. I want to go all out, get the car done as quickly as possible, as right as possible, and then not worry about it. You know, get the wiper arms sprayed the correct black. That's one of the things that's happening on the red Celica, and I'll have them do that on the white Celica. Those are little things that a show judge sees and says, wow, okay, this person's paid attention to the details. I've detailed the underhood of the other 2 cars, detailing the trunk. I will detail the underhood of this. That's sweat equity, pretty easy stuff, and especially when you have a good thing to start with. So stay tuned. If you like 90s cars, you like 80s cars, I'm also going to be working on 2 80s cars this winter and spring. One is the 1985 Pontiac 6000 LE. It's a pretty clean, smart car. Like this though, it's about an 8 out of 10. That's probably a 7 out of 10, but it can be a 10 out of 10 very quickly. I also have possibly my favorite car of sentimental reasons is my 1985 Buick LeSabre Collector's Edition. My parents bought it brand new. We've owned it ever since. It is mine now. And that car, they're both light chestnut metallic, and it's going to be an awesome show car as well. It's a very original car, and I want to bring it to the level it needs to be. And so that'll be fun. Whenever I take one somewhere, I don't want it to be like, well, it's nice, except I want it to be like, wow, that looks like it just came out of the showroom. And it's not that hard to do. It really isn't. And you know, for me, the fun of it is getting something that's good enough to better. And that's what I'm going to do with these. So if you haven't watched, thank you. Come again, like, subscribe. My main stuff is my 4Runner TRD Pro, my Corvette back there, and you know, those two vehicles, the Celicas, the Camry. These are fun diversions. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of stuff like this, but I am. And the people that are, it's kind of fun because there's not a lot of stuff out there for Camrys, for Celicas and things like that. But you know, if you like my 4Runner stuff or my Corvette stuff, check this out. And likewise, check out the other stuff on there, because I really enjoy doing this. I really have fun with it, and I appreciate your time. So thank you so much, and you have a great day.